So what does a digital marketer actually do? That's what we're talking about on today's video. We're Butler Branding. We're a creative agency in Central California who helps other creative entrepreneurs grow their business by teaching the business of creativity from the perspective of a growing agency. So the word digital marketing has become kind of like this catch-all phrase that is so general and broad that it can become almost meaningless. It's almost like saying, hey, if I need a digital marketer, it's almost like asking for a contractor. Someone might ask, do you need a plumbing contractor? You need a roofing contractor? You need someone contracting underground drilling? I mean, you get really niche in what type of contractor you need because construction is a really broad category. And the same thing with digital marketing. I've seen a lot of people that are offering digital marketing services, and really what they're saying is we post organic social media content. So in other agencies to where they say we are a digital marketing agency, but really all they do is organic SEO or maybe paid search engine marketing. And so I want to give the definitive answer. This is the answer. What does a digital marketer actually do? And so if you're, again, kind of going back to that contractor analogy, if you were to hire a general contractor, this is someone who could do pretty much everything. So what is a digital marketer? The general term for what a digital marketer should be able to do. And there's 5 different techniques or disciplines that a digital marketer should be able to embody. And so I'm going to kind of cover the all-encompassing, like, ideal digital marketing avatar. It starts with having a technical understanding. There's this technical knowledge that a digital marketer needs to have. It starts with a website. The way we think about digital marketing is that your website's really the hub of all of your branded content. In digital marketing, you have to have an understanding of the technical side of UX design, UX strategy, user interface design, web development. There's also the technical aspect of, okay, well, you have a website, but maybe you're using different tools and software, like maybe you're doing email marketing. What kind of email service provider is the business or the brand that you're working with use? Maybe that's MailChimp or HubSpot or some sort of system like that. So it's understanding web, but also all of the different ancillary softwares and tools that they might use. So email service provider, also social media. It's having an understanding of the various platforms that exist and the various types of content that each platform can facilitate. And so understanding Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, LinkedIn, all of these different platforms have different types of content and different types of audiences, really. And so it's understanding web, different tools like email service providers, social media, but also having an understanding of how search engines work. So search engines, there's really 2 primary forms of marketing on search engines, which is search engine optimization and search engine marketing. Search engine optimization is typically optimizing your web presence to be easily found organically when someone is searching for whatever it is you provide, whereas search engine marketing is being a little bit more thoughtful in regards to the campaigns and the ad management. And so a digital marketer has to have this deep understanding of technical expertise in each one of these things as they're working with businesses. But it can't just be the technical side because we're working with technology for businesses. A digital marketer should not only have the technical aspect, but they should have a business acumen. So they're thinking like a business owner. And what do business owners think about? They think about global business objectives. What are we trying to accomplish as a business? What are our key performance indicators? What are the measures of success? How do we know that our digital marketing efforts are successful? That's what a KPI would be. A digital marketer would be familiar with things that revolve around budget, which is like your ROAS, your return on ad spend, or your cost per acquisition. They're also thinking about things like industry analysis. So like, what is the industry that we're doing marketing in? What is the market share potential that a business might have in doing their digital marketing efforts? What's the competition doing, and doing a competitive analysis within the industry? A digital marketer should have a technical understanding of all of the tools and how they all integrate together, and then how those apply to business and putting themselves in the minds of a business owner. But not just that, they also have to be thinking about things like brand. And brand is where you're not only writing copy, but you're thinking about visuals, voice, tone. You're really thinking about the audience. You're thinking about what is this brand's unique selling proposition? What is our angle? What are the offers? And writing copy and strategies towards the brand. So you have the technical aspect, you have the business understanding, business acumen, you understand brand, which speaks to messaging, visuals, and content. And then finally, it's taking all three of those components and being able to create a strategy that encompasses all of that together. How do we work with this business to achieve their global business objectives, hit those KPIs within the budget, speaking to the correct brand voice and identity, using all of these technical mediums, and then writing the strategy that is simple to where the business can understand, sign off and give agreement on, everybody understands what where the goalpost is, and then not only writing the strategy, but also there's an aspect of leadership, because most of the time, a digital marketer isn't just doing all of this in a silo by themselves. They are usually working with a team of different specialists who can create graphics and maybe do messaging or create videos and do images and web development. And so there are some people who say that they could do all of that, and that's fine. What we've experienced is that if you have one person doing all of the execution rather than just the strategy and understanding all these things, it ends up being like the Swiss Army knife. The Swiss Army knife is the knife that nobody really cares about having because it does 28 things really poorly. There's like not one good thing that a Swiss Army knife does. It's like a crappy toothpick, screwdriver, corkscrew. It's not a very good knife, but it does it all. It does it all, but it does it all very poorly. Rather, we try to think of it as being a toolbox. A toolbox is a collective of highly specialized tools that do one thing really, really well. And so the digital marketer should be able to lead different people on a team, on a creative team, whether that be graphic designers, videography, photographers, content writers, things like that. And so that's basically what digital marketing is. If you're looking at the broadest definition of that, at Butler Branding, we have a person on our staff that is our digital marketing director. And so he's the person that's responsible for all of this. And then we also have a creative fulfillment team who's doing most of the creative output. But if you're gonna be a good digital marketer, you have to have that technical, business, and brand acumen, be able to compile all of that into a strategy and help oversee and execute that strategy with the specialists that you're working with.